state Senate campaign. This year it's a fundraiser for my U.S. Senate campaign. On July 22nd, I decided to put my hat in the ring to run for the United States Senate. And the reason that I did that is because of where we are as a country. I think all of us would agree, whether you be Democrat, Independent, Republican, or whatever the case may be, that this country is in a place that we have not seen it before. And the question is whether or not good men and women step up, offer themselves up for office with a focus on making this country a better country. When I begin to look at the office of president, I've never seen it so demeaning before in my lifetime. When you begin to see the divisiveness that we have in this country, I've never seen it so divided before. I've never seen it to a point where we may very well be on the bridge of a constitutional crisis between the legislative and the judicial and also the executive branch of government, specifically the executive and the legislative branch of government. There are a lot of issues that must be addressed. And on my plate, number one is Health and Human Services. When I begin to think about issues of health and human services, I'm reminded of the fact that when President Obama passed the Affordable Care Act, that the state of Texas had decided to extend Medicaid to other citizens in the state could have received $10 billion a year. And Rick Perry decided to not ask for those dollars. Had we accepted those dollars, we would have been able to inject, up to this point in time, additional $100 billion into our healthcare system in the state of Texas, and we would not be number one with the number of uninsured citizens that we have in the state of Texas, the number of uninsured children that we have in the state of Texas. Last session, working together, Democrats and Republicans did a great job as it relates to education in this state. We were forced to do it. Education has always been a Democratic issue. The last session, Republicans decided to work very closely with Democrats in order to make some things happen. And that's as a result of teachers and retired teachers that decided to make certain that Democrats and Republicans knew that if they were going to get the support of teachers, that they had to make certain that we had did some transformative things with our education system, and working together we were able to get that done. You know my record as it relates to issues concerning guns, in terms of gun sense legislation. Since Ann Richards was governor, I've been working on this issue. You know my issue. You know my track record on LGBTQ community issues. You know, this is what I say. Tom Dunning, Sally, Mary, Mike, all of my advisors here. The fact is that when you get ready to make a decision about the future, I think you can kind of look at a person's, Carl, performance in the past, Representative Sherman. And you look at a person's performance in the past, that kind of gives you a great idea of what they're going to do in the future. And so if you look at my performance on a whole host of issues that you're concerned about, and look at what I've done in the past, it gives you a pretty good indication of what I'll do in the future if you're next U.S. Senator. I'm doing this because Carol will allow me to do this. Understand, this is a partnership. This is a partnership. My senior advisor is my wife, Carol West. And by the time I get home, she's videotaping this, Daniel. And so in the car, she will critique me. Right now. That's okay. That's okay because it is a partnership. I have not realized, Sally, how large Texas is. Mike Collier has, though. Mike Collier's all over Texas, okay? But what he's done is extended to me a hand of friendship, not only as my assistant treasurer, but also as a friend, to make certain that as he travels Texas, I'll be able to travel Texas with him. And I am traveling all over Texas. I know some people have complained they hadn't seen me here locally. You don't want to see me here locally. I need to be out there at the state of Texas. And I say to you that I look forward to being the Democratic nominee for the U.S. Senate. I look forward to going to Washington in representing the state of Texas and our values. I look forward to seeing Democrats taking on some of these other offices, winning some of these offices, other offices in the state of Texas, because I know this. I know that if we get a decent balance between Democratic leadership and Republican leadership in the state, well, more Democratic leadership than Republican leadership. But I know if we get good people sitting at the table, be they Democrats or Republicans or independents, we'll get a better product. And this is what I'll say to you. I know that we have a disproportionate number of African Americans in this room, and I thank you. I don't want people to vote for me because I happen to be African American, and I don't want people to vote against me because I happen to be African American. This is what I want. What I want is people to vote for me because I have that interest at heart. And if I do that, and if they do that, then we'll have the best product available, and I'll be able to represent this great state of Texas. I thank you for being here today. I thank you for your political contributions today, tomorrow, and the next day. Yes, because it's going to take money in order to run this race, and we still need to raise another $1 million in order to make certain that we run the type of campaign during the primary that you would expect me to run. Thank each and every one of you for being here. Carol, would you please come up here for a minute? And then I'm going to ask also that, where's Tom? Right here. Tom, will you please come up?
I didn't know you were going to ask me. I was going to come up anyway.
Tom was when I ran for district attorney in Dallas County. Some of y'all didn't know that. This was on campaign chair right here, okay? Let's give my wife Carol a hand.